Are you drowning in credit card debt? Does it feel like you're trapped in a never-ending cycle of high interest and minimum payments? You're not alone. Millions of households across the US, Canada, UK, and Australia are struggling with this exact problem. But there's hope. Welcome to the Savvy Finance Corner YouTube channel. Wealth begins with knowledge. Credit card debt is a common struggle that affects countless individuals and families. In fact, statistics show that many people juggle multiple cards and find it increasingly difficult to pay off their balances as interest continues to pile up. This high interest trap, with average credit card APRs often ranging between 18% and 25%, causes debt to compound rapidly. Missing payments only adds to the problem with additional penalties, and those tempting minimum payments can keep you stuck in debt for decades. But it's not just about the numbers. Debt takes a toll on your mental health too. The constant anxiety, guilt, and worry can be overwhelming. That's why today, we're going to tackle this issue head-on and show you proven strategies to pay off your credit card debt fast. Let's start with step 1. Assessing your debt. It's time to face the music and get a clear picture of what you're dealing with. Write down all your credit card balances, interest rates, and minimum payments. Many people avoid this step because it can be scary, but clarity is key. Consider using a simple spreadsheet or a debt tracking app to organize this information. Why is this step so important? Without seeing the total picture, it's easy to underestimate how serious your debt situation really is. Knowing the exact numbers helps you create a realistic strategy for moving forward. Now that you have a clear view of your debt, it's time for step 2. Choosing a payoff strategy. There are 2 popular methods to consider. First, there's the Snowball method. With this approach, you start by paying off your smallest debt first while making minimum payments on the others. Once that's paid off, you roll that payment into tackling the next smallest debt. This method is great for building emotional momentum and works well for people who need motivation and quick wins. Alternatively, there's the Avalanche method. Here, you focus on paying off the debt with the highest interest rate first. While this approach saves you the most money over time, it may take longer before you see visible progress. The Avalanche method is ideal for disciplined savers who can stay motivated by the long-term financial benefits. Which method should you choose? It really depends on your personality. The Snowball method works better for those motivated by seeing progress quickly, while the Avalanche is perfect for those who can stay focused on the big picture. By explaining both, we're respecting different learning styles and financial situations. Moving on to step 3. Reducing interest costs. One effective strategy is using balance transfer credit cards. Some banks offer 0% APR for 12 to 18 months on balance transfers. This can essentially pause your interest accumulation, allowing you to pay down the principal faster. However, be warned that fees usually apply, and you'll need discipline to make this work. Another option is consolidating your debt with a personal loan. If you have decent credit, you might qualify for a lower interest personal loan that can simplify your payments and reduce overall costs. Lastly, don't be afraid to negotiate with your lenders. Many people don't realize that you can call your credit card company and request a lower APR, even a 3 to 5%. Reduction can save you hundreds over time. Step 4 is all about budgeting and cutting expenses. The first part of this is tracking your spending. Many of us spend unconsciously on things like subscriptions, eating out, or online shopping. Awareness is the first step to change. Once you know where your money is going, it's time to cut non-essential. Cancel those unused memberships, cook more meals at home, and reduce impulse spending. Remember, every dollar saved can be redirected toward paying off your debt. To help with this process, consider using budgeting apps like Mint, YNAB, or PocketGuard. These tools can automate your tracking and make it easier to stick to your financial goals. Now, let's talk about Step 5, boosting your income. While cutting expenses is important, increasing your income can really accelerate your debt repayment. Consider taking on side hustles or freelance work. The gig economy offers plenty of opportunities like driving for Uber, delivering for DoorDash, or freelancing on platforms like Upwork. Even an extra $200 to $500 per month can make a significant difference in paying down your debt. Another quick way to generate cash is by selling unused items. Look around your home, those clothes you never wear, gadgets collecting dust, or furniture you've been meaning to replace could all be turned into debt-busting cash. Plus, decluttering your life can be surprisingly refreshing. Remember, this extra effort isn't forever. Sacrificing some time and energy in the short term can save you years of struggling with debt. Keep that end goal in mind when the going gets tough. Step 6 focuses on building better habits. While you're paying off your debt, it's crucial to avoid adding new debt to the pile. Stop using your credit cards and switch to debit or cash instead. This helps control overspending and adds a level of discipline to your finances. Once you've paid off your debt, you can start rebuilding trust with lenders by using one credit card for essentials and paying it off in full each month. This responsible use can actually help improve your credit score over time. As a bonus, let's talk about how to rebuild your credit and stay debt-free. First and foremost, focus on making on-time payments. Your payment history is the biggest factor in determining your credit score. Consider setting up automatic payments to ensure you never miss a due date. Next, pay attention to your credit utilization. This is the percentage of your available credit that you're using. Aim to keep your balances under 30% of your credit limit, and ideally under 10%. This signals to lenders that you're a responsible borrower. Lastly, start building an emergency savings fund. Without a small cushion of savings, it's easy to fall back on credit cards when life throws you a curveball. Even saving $500 to $1,000 can prevent a relapse into debt and give you peace of mind. To wrap things up, let's recap our strategies. Assess your debt. Choose a payoff method. Reduce interest costs. Budget and cut expenses. Boost your income. Build better habits. And finally, rebuild your credit. Remember, paying off debt is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes discipline and consistency, but these small, consistent steps will lead you to financial freedom. So, which method do you think works better for you? Snowball or Avalanche? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with anyone you know who might be struggling with credit card debt. Together, we can build a more financially savvy community. Until next time, this is Savvy Finance Corner, reminding you that your journey to financial freedom starts today.